Hi, BUS 1444 document production course and class and students. Hopefully all is well. But this week we are going to cover just information concerning your learning unit 8 business report project, your midterm. Notice your due dates. Notice your due dates for me. Notice that this is your exam 3. This is your exam 3, and your exam 3 is consisting of Unit 18. Unit 18, what do? You do everything in this Unit 18 lesson 86 through 90. It's a formal report project. It's your midterm, and it's pages 347 to 367. That is in the hardback book, and your word manual and reference manual if you have a manual, but it's still built in GDP on the actual information. And with that being said, look on page 138 to 152. It says complete all the assignments within GDP online, such as warm-ups, skill buildings, language arts, time writing, practice documents, and all corresponding documents within lesson 86 through 90, unit 18 for the midterm. To receive credit for each document in GDP, it must have 5 errors or less on your document. 5 errors or less. Be sure to correct your documents to receive a grade in GDP. Remember, the errors have to be 5 or less. Why? Because if you're doing medical documents, legal documents, so forth, having multiple errors, definitely more than 5, makes the document not valid. So be sure to do that portion in correcting your documents. Here's the actual format and how you correct. If it's in the color black, the information is correct. The color blue, the type information that was inserted should not have been inserted, remove it. The color green is typed information, was omitted. It needs to be added to the document. And the color red, a misstroke such as spelling, transposing words, grammar, spacing, etc. That is your format. Notice that when you are doing your test, when you have one in GDP within the correct areas, notice that you must correct your formatting errors as well too. Make sure you correct your formatting because they are a part of your grade into your GDP and so forth, with those question marks and so forth. So now make sure that you understand that we have virtue sessions, and you can schedule personal virtue sessions and so forth. So please notice the days and times for this class and other classes. BUS 1440, you have it on Tuesday 6:30 to 8:30, Thursday 2:30 to 4:30. Personal ones can be scheduled for other students and other classes. Personal ones can be scheduled. Where do you actually go in to get on the virtual session? You click here, and when you click here, it takes you to the virtual session, and use the most current session that's highlighted, and you click join. You will just click join. Okay, and then join comes up and you go for it. Okay, and it takes you to this area here, and you're in the virtue session with me, and we can go from there. So as we go back to our learning unit, and we are still in our learning unit 8, and what we are discussing is the business project. So I click on it. This is a link, special with a hand, and it looks like a book. That is a link. This is an actual video and so forth, giving you just little pictograms and ideas how to look at information for practice documents and to navigate in Blackboard. So when I click on it, I can go Click on Unit 18, click on Objects and Assignments, Lectures, and so forth. Or I can navigate here using my pages. So this tells you to complete the learning unit, view your objectives, and your assignments, complete and submit assignments. Exam 3, Unit 18, 86 through 90, your formal report project, midterm, pages 347, 367, your Word manual and reference manual, 138 and 152. Then it gives you a layout and say you got some keyboarding that you will do. That is your warm-ups. You have some language arts that you will be doing and so forth. You have word processing that you will be doing in this unit. You have document processing that you will be doing. This is just an outline of the information that you will do. Just know that it is all of the information within the learning unit. Be sure to read and review for testing lesson 81 through 85. That was your international. Why? Coming up towards your final exam, you will have information concerning that international. You only had one document that you was responsible for, and I believe it was 8379. But your skill buildings here is 84D, 86C, 88C is 5-minute time writings. You're to do twice. You got language arts, which are agreements and abbreviation. And then your exam 3 is your business project that you will go through GDP to do. It says complete all the assignments within GDP online, such as your warm-up, skill building, language arts, time writing, practice documents, and all corresponding documents within lesson 86 through 90, unit 18 for the midterm. Be sure to assemble, which is going to be the final document, the business document in one document and upload it within Blackboard with the practice documents 86 through 90. And I'll show you that so you will know exactly what we're talking about. You can click on these and it will navigate to those lectures. Where would it navigate to those lectures? Into your GDP Word manual, and it's going to show you the information that you need to be doing for your practice documents for 86, 88, 89, and 90, so forth. So here is the actual documents, just in case you might not have a book, but hopefully by now you have one, so you can click on it and it's going to download the actual information for you and so forth in Adobe Reader. So this is your chapter 18. And it goes through and it lets you know what is happening. You got your warm up, you got your sustained practice, punctuation, and it's got your time writing. And then it goes into information about word processing styles. Okay, and then from there it gives you the information for 86 instructions that you need to do, and then it gives you the physical document that you need to be typing up. And then as time goes on, you see it continues. You have information to do for your lesson 86, and then it's going to be 87. You got proofreaders marks that's in there that we've learned in prior sessions. You're going to be doing your abbreviation, that's your language art, that's your warm-ups, and so forth. So it's giving you all the information that you will do that's located. So as I go back to the learning unit, I'll still navigate again. I'm just going there. And this is your practice documents that you will be uploading to me, 86, 88, 89, and 90. It says, note, when completing your practice documents within GDP Online, please save the information within the final document, regardless of when it says do not save and upload within Blackboard Learning Unit designated Dropbox. Be sure you will only have 2 submissions for each Dropbox in your course, yet each submission will you can receive at least 10 documents on one submission. But here's the report once you have typed it up, submitted in GDP, made all your corrections, and got a grade for it. You need to compile it to one document, and it should take on this format that I'm about to click on and show you. So here's the document once it's all put together. This is your cover page. Choosing the right cover page. Make sure that you have it numbered correctly and so forth. This is your table of contents and how the information will be put together once it's all said and done. Here's the beginning of the report. And you go down and you will see it should be about 8 pages and so forth when it's all said and done. This is the final document. Once you put the document together, those 8 pages together. Let me see if it's 8. Yes, is well, it's okay, more than 8 is 11 pages once it finally get together, but it's 8 actually typed documents and so forth, if I'm not mistaken. And that's your document that you need to compile together, save it, upload it in Blackboard along with your practice documents, So that's just the information that how the document should finally look once it's all said and done. So just to go into GDP and navigate just to show you the information there as well too. And I'm just going to GDP. And I'm going to do a simulate as a student. And when I go simulate as a student, I'm taking my lessons and I will go to my part 5 and I'll be working on this one. Remember, when it's all checked, that means that everything in that area is completed. Everything in that area. Warm up, sustained practice, and so forth. But here is your actual practice documents information. You will download your practice document. Here's the download. And once it download, then you will make your changings to the vacation resort as it tells you. And where's the instructions for it? So here, let's go and get the instructions for the download. So as we just navigate and go to the word manual, and then I'll go and find my 86. And then here's the information that is talking about styles and what your styles are. And make sure you read that where you go to the home tab, styles, and quick gallery. So home, that's what they're saying, home, and then styles here. That's your information they're talking about. It walks you through. But here's the information that you will be doing to this vacation resort document. Putting the styles on, doing your subtitle, doing your heading, and doing your actual space bar, and making sure you're putting the correct page number, and so forth. And then you save your changes. That is the information that you are to apply to this document for your 88 and upload it. And then here's the physical document once again. If you go back to lessons, it goes into your 86. And then you can start here. Yours would say start here. Why? Because you haven't done the document. This is my existing document that I've already typed. So I'm just going to open it up and so we can just look at it so you can see how it actually navigates in the system. So it's enable, and this is how I started typing the document and so forth. And notice the information. So it says that's your title style. This is a heading style 1. It should be. How do you know that? Because when you click on it, it says it. Well, that's a 2. But there is the document that I started typing. And then it carries forward to 8761. It carries forward to 8761. And so forth. So when I go back and I just look at GDP once again, then I'm off to 87. Then it's telling me to go forth and do warm-ups. Your MAPS prescription for alphabets is misstroke alignment prescription. That's what you're doing, and you're doing your progressive practice. abbreviations, report 8661. So when I click on that, start from your previous document. So the document that I checked and upload, it brought forth the information. So when I open it, then I will start at the bottom typing the new information that is on page 354, part 5, unit 18, lesson 86 through 90. 87 is your lesson, page 354. Okay, this is the tidbit of information for this particular time, and therefore let me tell you what's coming up next week and so forth. Just know it's midterms, it's midterm, it's midterm, it's midterm, it is midterm. So I'll go back and I want to show you what is happening for the next week so you can have some reassurance or just kind of stick and stay ahead. So we will be going to learning unit number 9. Make sure you have done your QEP as well too if you have not, and that's actually watching a video. And with you watching a video, you're actually answering the questions from that area and so forth. So remember, I'm going to send this video out. Click this link when it does come, and then you can watch this video and so forth. You can watch that video. But here is your Learning Unit 9, Employment Documents, Online Resumes, and Merged Documents. And what you're going to be covering is lesson 51 through 55 and lessons 111 through 115. That's what you're going to be covering. Unit 11 is employment documents. Unit 23 is online resumes and merged documents that you will be covering. Notice you got some lecture information, you got some skill buildings and so forth. It goes into your employment documents, 51 through 55, online resumes, merged documents, 111 through 115. You got time writings, you got language arts, you got practice documents for 51, practice documents for 111, practice documents for 112, and practice documents for 112. And these are the documents and so forth that you will be responsible for within GDP. Only 5126, correspondent 5235, report 5328, table 5317, and your online resume and merge documents. Report 11190, correspondence 11295, correspondence 11396, correspondence 11590, and correspondence 11599. Be sure to always do your discussion boards you got coming up. Make sure you post by Wednesday and respond to 2 students by Sunday. Make sure you're correcting your errors and so forth with 5 or less. This is your QEP that is open or will be open. And here's your QEP, and it says in this unit you will view your video and respond to the discussion board. Notice your due dates. So when you click on your QEP, this is the video that you are going to observe. It says how to write a video resume script. And then once you finish that, your QEP questions is using your planning and organizational skills, soft skills, for career planning preparation discussion. After reviewing your QEP video script, please answer the questions. How would you self-introduce yourself in 1 to 2 minutes? What activities and or experiences would you relate to the job you seek in 1 to 2 minutes? What would you say about the company where you seek employment in 1 to 2 minutes? Why would you want to work at whatever your company name in 1 to 2 minutes? And what did you find distracting, if any, in the video, and why? What do you think the presenter should have done different? And what would you do different to present yourself as a good candidate for the interview? And you will click on the link, and from there you will put your initial response, and then from there you can respond to 2 other students. Hopefully all is well. If you got any questions, know that you can email me. We have live sessions on Monday, and the live sessions are 5:30 p.m. to 8:20, room 1163 in the business area. You have the virtual sessions that you can personally schedule one if you're having issues and so forth. We have actually for the BUS online class, we have Tuesdays 6:30 to 8:30 on Tuesdays, and we have on Thursdays 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. if you have any questions or you need demonstrations. Be safe, be well, stay focused, and be encouraged.